Good afternoon. Rich Nass with Open Systems Media here to speak to Sean Riley, who is the Global Manager and, we're going to start that over again. The Global Manager of Industrial Development for Manufacturing and Transportation, right?
Global Industry Director for Manufacturing and Transportation.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Good afternoon. Rich Nass with Open Systems Media here for a discussion with Sean Riley, who is the Global Industry Director for Manufacturing and Transportation at Software AG. Wow, that was a mouthful. Good morning, Sean. How are you?
Very good. How are you doing, Rich?
I'm doing just fine, thank you. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about your involvement with the Connect What Matters competition that Dell was putting on recently. You guys were chosen as one of the finalists, and I'd love for you to describe what your entry entailed.
Very happy to. Our entry entailed putting complex analytics at the fog level of IoT computing using the Dell Edge X5000 gateway device. And what we were able to...
There, if you don't mind, would you please explain what fog is?
Yeah, so the fog layer in IoT computing is the area that's off of your back-end data center and close to the devices themselves. So if you have a field application where you happen to have a piece of equipment that's separated from your own enterprise, but you need to maintain that enterprise and it's streaming sensor data back to you, that area where the piece of equipment resides would be considered the fog level of computing.
Okay, great. And I'm sorry I interrupted you. Would you go back to what your entry was?
Absolutely. So the entry was taking very advanced analytics and putting those analytics out on the fog level to enable both real-time condition understanding as well as dynamic prediction.
Okay, can you take that up one level, and where exactly would that be applicable?
Absolutely. So going back to my earlier example, if I was a manufacturer and let's say I manufactured large robotics or complex pieces of automation, typically what comes along with that is a service contract to provide service for those particular pieces of equipment. And those pieces of equipment are at a customer site. What Software AG enables is the ability to monitor the data coming off of your equipment that's connected with the wonderful Internet of Things through advanced sensors, and analyze that data on the edge. So rather than having a whole pipeline of data coming back to the enterprise, which requires either leveraging a costly cellular connection or relying upon your customer's wireless network continuously, you're able to only send back the data that's needed, such as predictions of remaining useful life that might require a technician to make a repair, or to understand the condition of that data or the condition of that equipment at any set point in time.
So who is your potential customer for something like this?
So anyone that manufactures equipment and has a service contract in place or wants to have service contracts in place to maintain that equipment is a potential customer. Additionally, not to be ignored are the customers that are manufacturers that just want to gain better control of their operations and want to be able to respond quickly by having, again, advanced analytics on the edge inside of their own manufacturing processes.
Okay, and just as importantly, where does Dell fit into this equation?
So Dell fits into the equation by having the ability to create the hardware that is rugged enough to withstand a manufacturing plant environment, yet robust enough to be able to handle the advanced analytics that are required to compute what's needed in terms of what's the remaining useful life of this particular component. Additionally, Dell was able to put that on a gateway that's small enough to not be intrusive, but be able to be attached readily to many manufacturing pieces of equipment.
Excellent. So where are you guys in terms of turning this into a real product?
Well, it's a good question from how far is it from being a real product. Number one, it all works. It's field tested and approved, so to speak, and we're working through the process with Dell in terms of where do we want to go with this, as we have multiple different options to really enter the marketplace in several different segments.
Very good. Well, and where would people go if they want more information?
Well, people can either go to Dell.com to learn more about it, or they can go to marketplace.softwareag.com to learn more about both the Software AG products and the Dell Gateway products there as well.
Fantastic. I'm afraid that's all we have time for, but you did a great job describing that. That was Sean Riley. He is the Global Industry Director for Manufacturing and Transportation at Software AG, and I am Rich Nass with Open Systems Media. Have a great day, and I appreciate your time, Sean.
Thanks, Rich. Thanks for having me.